This is the Touchstone Smart Electric Fireplace, the Sideline 45. A clean, flush look, real heat when I want it, and smart control that fits into the way I already use my home. That's the first impression I had when I powered it up. The flame caught my eye before the heater did, and that's kind of the point here. It's a visual centerpiece that also takes the chill off without the mess or hassle of a traditional setup. On looks, it nails that modern, recessed vibe. The glass front sits flush with the wall and hides imperfect drywall cuts thanks to the overlap trim, so the finished face looks like it was always part of the room. The frame is matte black steel with tempered glass that stays cool in the viewing area, which matters if kids or pets are around. I tried both included media options. The driftwood logs give it a classic cozy feel, but the clear crystals bounce the LED light in a way that feels more current. I ended up keeping the crystals because they show off the color range better. Reflection on the glass is a thing in bright rooms, so at certain times of day, I lower the flame brightness or switch angles on my lamps to avoid glare. From my experience, setup is straightforward if you plan it right. I recessed mine in a 2x6 interior wall for a dead flat install. The rough opening measurements in the manual were accurate, but I still measured twice. I had intended to use a recessed outlet, then decided to hardwire to keep the depth clean and avoid any cord bulge. Wiring was simple: line, neutral, ground. For anyone not comfortable with electrical, I'd bring in a pro. The unit draws up to about 12 amps on high heat, so I was mindful of the circuit. I run it on a 15 amp line by itself and haven't tripped a breaker. The bracket also supports surface mounting if you can't cut into the wall, but it will stick out by the full depth, so you trade a little sleekness for simplicity. I mounted my TV above it with around 10 inches of clearance. With the heater vents at the front, the warm air blows into the room, not up the wall, and the TV hasn't run hot. Key features that stood out to me are the 1500-watt heater with a thermostat, front-facing vents, LED flame with multiple speed and brightness levels, 30 combined flame and ember color options, dual media, logs and crystals in the box, and Wi-Fi control through the Tuya Smart Life ecosystem with Alexa and Google compatibility. That Wi-Fi piece is both useful and a bit fussy. It only connects to 2.4 GHz, which is common for smart home devices, but my mesh router mixes bands, so pairing took a minute. I forced my phone onto 2.4 GHz by moving farther from the router, and the fireplace showed up right away. After that, voice commands like turn on the fireplace or set heat to low are genuinely convenient when I'm carrying stuff or I don't want to reach for the remote. There's a quirk where it can show offline in the app after a long stretch of inactivity. A quick tap on the unit wakes it up, but I do wish it stayed connected. Not a deal breaker, just something I learned to expect. On the flame, the LED projection is bright and adjustable. I run a warm orange in the evening, or a blended orange-blue when I want a little more depth. The ember bed can be a different color than the flame, so I can do a cool white ember with a blue flame for a frosty look, or warm all the way for a classic vibe. If I stare, I can catch the loop in the flame pattern, but in normal use, it reads as natural. The timer is handy for winding down at night. One thing I wish I could change is the confirmation beep on button presses. It's louder than I expected, especially in a quiet bedroom. There's no mute for it in the app as of now. Let me set expectations on heat. This is a supplemental heater, about 5,000 BTUs from that 1500-watt coil and a blower. BTUs are just a way to measure heat energy, and this level is meant to warm up a single room, not an entire floor. It's perfect for up to around 400 square feet in my house, which includes a primary bedroom and a smaller living area. I use it to bump the room temperature 5 to 10 degrees so I can lower my central thermostat at night. The fan is audible on high, like a steady white noise from a small air purifier. Flame-only mode is almost silent. I usually set the fan to low unless I need a quick warm-up. As for daily use, the remote is simple and works from across the room. The on-unit controls are easy to tap. The app is my favorite way to set colors and schedules because I can see everything at a glance. Alexa control has stuck for me. Turn on Fireplace is the command I use most. Safety feels well thought out. Front venting, cool touch glass in the viewing area, auto-off timers, and that minimum clearance recommendation under a TV. This unit is vent-free, so there's no combustion or fumes, and I like that I can run the flame visuals without heat all year. It turns movie nights into a whole mood. The things I kept coming back to are the look and the flexibility. It's clean and integrated when recessed, and the flame quality is good for this price point. In my opinion, the best part is how it changes a room with almost no ongoing effort. Flip on the flame, pick a color vibe, and it just works. The heat is a solid bonus and genuinely useful, but I never fooled myself into thinking it's a whole home solution. The Wi-Fi band requirement is old school, and the occasional offline moment is real. Yet once you understand the 2.4 GHz thing, it's manageable. The beep is my biggest nitpick. If that were quieter or optional, I'd have almost nothing to complain about. It's perfect for anyone who wants the built-in look without running gas, and for rooms where a traditional fireplace isn't possible. From my experience, installation is easiest when you plan power first, frame carefully for the cutout, and give the TV that 8 to 12 inches of breathing room. The logs are great if you want a classic feel. The crystals win if you care about color pop. As a zone heater, it does exactly what I expect. As a design piece, it keeps making me smile when I walk into the room. I'd recommend this for bedrooms, dens, and living rooms up to medium size, for renters who can surface mount now and recess later, and for anyone who wants smart control that ties into a Tuya or Smart Life setup. If your router can separate 2.4 GHz, pairing is a breeze. If not, a little patience gets you there. The value is strong considering the flame quality, the included media, and the overall fit and finish. In conclusion, the Touchstone Sideline 45 Smart Electric Fireplace earns its spot as a centerpiece that's as functional as it is stylish. It's a true mood setter with enough heat to make a difference and enough smart features to fit into daily life, quirks and all. I'd buy it again for the ambiance alone, and the heat seals the deal. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the Touchstone Smart Electric Fireplace. The Sideline 45-inch wide, in-wall recessed.